Over the years, a lot has changed about media. Right now, I sort of feel like we in a golden Right now, I sort of feel like we in a golden age of media. Almost every other week, I feel like it's another movie or another show that break the barriers of what we used to. And on top of that, it's even easier for independent directors and independent filmmakers to go out and make magic. But it wasn't always like that. You see, as tech advanced, the quality advanced, but it all came with time. And with time come growing. And with growing comes growing pain. The best way to see how far we've come in a relatively short amount of time while using a relatively short amount of time is to watch commercials. Today I put together a fun little list of commercials ranging from the 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s just to see how far we've come in the cinema process. I'm gonna start it off with quite possibly one of my favorite commercials of all time. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this is my first time watching this commercial, but as soon as I saw it, something spoke to me. This ad right here shows that the 80s was a time to be alive.
If you're looking to buy yourself the right car, come to Trophy and Mesquite. We're not too far. We got Nissan cars and trucks, so don't be shy.
You can buy them from a lady.
You can buy them from a guy. At Trophy.
Alright, so there's so much to unpack here. Starting with who paid for this? From the full studio set to the beat that has to be customized just for this commercial. There's a lot of money funneling into this project. My assumption, this is a group project all started by one man.
Trophy Nissan's a place to buy. You can get them real cheap. We're never too high.
Bro, I had to cut it off to say 2 verses is crazy. I officially changed my theory on who I think paying for this video.
There's parts, service, financing too. We got everything to take care of you.
And I changed my theory back to the original one.
Trophy Nissan.
Nah, but the amount of effort that went into this commercial is crazy. I feel like a commercial like this should be 10 times more relevant in today's day and age. Like, there's no way this isn't getting memed up on Twitter almost every other day. My only explanation on why this isn't as popular as it should be is that it's a commercial from the 80s. And it's pretty hard to send memes through 2 cans and wire string. It just don't got the same delivery. But our next entry, all trolling aside, is actually near and dear to my heart. See, me, myself, I'm sort of a Skittles man. Some may call me a Skittles fanatic. I would like to say I'm on a Skittles diet. I see Skittles,
I'ma eat it.
but we have ourselves the original Wild Berry Skittles commercial.
What is real? She for real? Is she for real? Is that real? What is real? Well, this is real. Skittles. New tart and tangy.
I don't know if I'm just young, but I don't ever remember seeing a pack of tart and tangy Skittles in my life. I looked them up while making this video, and every result I got was sour Skittles, except for this one awkward one, which for some reason was a Skittles page on Pinterest that I could only assume is selling suspect Skittles, seeing that they only got 37 followers. Yo, that was a lot of S's. That's crazy. But hey, hard times, I guess.
New wild berry. New tropical. Real new. Real good. With real fruit juices. Skittles. Bite-sized candies. Taste the rainbow.
Something else that's weird about this Skittles commercial is that I've never seen tropical Skittles in an orange pack. My whole life growing up, I've seen tropical Skittles in a blue pack, and the orange pack belonged to the discontinued Crazy Core Skittles. We should really bring back the Crazy Core Skittles. I'm gonna start a petition to bring back the Crazy Core Skittles, cause those Skittles was mwah. Another thing I find weird is real being plastered all over the Skittles commercials when it's obvious that Skittles are machine processed sugar cubes with food coloring on it. Let me know if I'm tripping, but to me, that's sort of like an oxymoron. Our next ad, while still being food related, isn't really bad. It just aged terribly.
Bacon cheeseburger, medium rare, lettuce, tomato, onion, and ketchup. Big ice cold frosty, Coca-Cola next to it. Look at that, huh? Perfectoness.
Hey Bill, you want to fill my cup up? All seriousness, there's nobody I would want to drink from less than Bill Cosby. Giving Coca-Cola the benefit of the doubt, obviously there's no way they could predict that Bill Cosby was going to be doing what Bill Cosby was doing. But in hindsight, this commercial is from 1982. So relatively speaking, they picked up a prime Bill Cosby and put him in a drink commercial. That's a crazy collab. Hindsight a motherfucker.
This is real refreshment, real big taste. Now, see, if you were another cola, number 2 or number 29, you'd do taste tests and challenges and stuff and try and compare yourself to this, wouldn't you? Sure, don't shake your head now. You would too, you sneaky devil.
Whoa, Bill is snapping. This is a prime example of good commercial beef. He broke his competitors down to their lab names. That is crazy. The amount of shade thrown in this video giving me mad current day Twitter vibes.
See, that's why they call this the real thing. Yes, it is. Coca-Cola is it.
Overall, not a real spicy commercial, but that hindsight hitting like a motherfucker on this one. Now it's time for one of the most notorious and quite possibly the most infamous marketing campaign of all time. Growing up, it felt like I saw these ads no matter where I went. At school, at church, in the barbershop, at the basketball court, at the store. There was no way you can go to escape these ads.
Drink your milk, kids.
I don't want milk. Milk's for babies.
Yeah, babies.
Oh yeah? Well, I happen to know that milk helps build strong bones. So drink up.
Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hi, kids.
Oh, that's not good.
Got milk.
Take a second to just imagine if this was real life. It's no earlier than 8 o'clock and you've already seen your neighbor dismember himself off a self-error. There's no way I'm going to school that day. There's no way you can give me a pop quiz. My teacher's gonna give me a pop quiz and I'm gonna go from 3rd grader to Jeff Hardy in 2.5 seconds. This commercial walks the thinnest line between comedy and creepy. It starts off all goofy with a regular conversation, then amps it up to a casual cartoonish dismemberment, which we can all laugh at, and then it adds the most horrifying child scream I think I've ever heard in my life. Then brings it back down to just a relatable level. Cause me personally, if my neighbor rips his arms clean off in front of me, I'm drinking any milk within a 10-mile radius. And if I'm the neighbor and my arms just sort of fall off with no blood and gore, I think I'm gonna take it pretty casual, just like Mr. Miller here.
Oh, that's not good.
But to end off our adventure, we have a slight controversial ad. This ad was only showed for a few times before it was pulled off of all TV. It makes a criminal mistake. See, this Jack in the Box ad tries to do what no man should ever do. It mixes burgers with real life hard to talk about conversations that could affect people's lives and if portrayed right, become a staple for the next years to come. Honest mistake, I do it all the time.
Jack, how do you know if you're a lesbian?
Did you have a question?
No.
Don't be afraid to talk about burgers. Okay, I'll start. Even though my Jumbo Jack is just 99 cents, it's still a great burger. Big and juicy and hot, because we won't make it till you order it. That's where I'm coming from.
Thanks. That helps.
A smaller subject. My whole life, I thought this shaky camera, weird zoom in, amateur shots was really started with The Office, but I guess they got it all from Jack in the Box. That's crazy. But the funniest part of this commercial to me is how Jack tries to switch the conversation. Man's next to him is like, nah, we should really have this conversation. And Jack in the Box proceeds to say, fuck it, what about them burgers? I don't know about y'all, but this is peak comedy for me. From the camera angles to the delivery, this ad is a hidden gem that's going to forever stay in Jack's box. But obviously, I can see why it's offensive to some. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you old here, make sure to let me know what videos you'd like to see. If you want me to do more recent commercials or commercials from the 2010s, we can definitely get at it. Just let me know in the comment section below. I hope y'all have a good one. And goodbye.
Coming up. Let's a wrap. Coming up. Let's a wrap.
Jet Set Radio! All right, everyone, throw your hands in the air and let the groove take control. Are you ready?